Satellite coming down in 3, 2, 1.
Go, go, go!
If you've played Battlefield before, any of them, you may be familiar with the following scenario. You obtain a ground vehicle in a Battlefield game, whether it be the random encounter of an empty, newly spawned tank at your typical flag, or one selected off of the deployment menu. Either way, you get the opportunity to drive a major ground vehicle in a game of all-out warfare and assist your team to the best of your ability in that vehicle. Not so long into your drive, your vehicle takes a good chunk of damage. You, being the responsible Battlefield player you are the engineer class and are carrying around your handy-dandy repair tool. You exit the vehicle, you crouch nearby, and you start your repairs. Almost immediately, and often without your notice, some random teammate strolls up to your stationary vehicle, enters the primary seat, and drives off, leaving you confused and totally pissed off. This is the topic of today's discussion. Whether you have played Battlefield since 1942 in the beginning, or just started out with 2042, this scenario of teammates stealing your vehicles has been present since the dawn of time, and you know what? It's time we dealt with this frustrating experience. The act of losing a vehicle you were driving because you got out to repair and a teammate steals it can be eliminated from future titles, and it isn't a difficult solution. Before we dive into the nitty-gritty, it needs to be stated that vehicles in a Battlefield game should be able to be stolen when empty, especially by enemy players. The solution outlined in this video would make no changes to how enemy players interact with empty vehicles, no matter where they are deployed from. The aim is to solve the annoying act of teammates taking vehicles and you not being able to get them back. In truth, teammates stealing friendly vehicles comes down to a few possibilities. Either the friendly player is fairly new and unaccustomed to Battlefield mechanics and roles, or they have experience with the game, weren't paying attention, and were just being dumb not noticing you repairing, or, finally, the player who stole your tank knew exactly what they were doing and was just being a total jackass who either hates you, thinks he can do better, or just wants the damn tank for himself. As frustrating as this can be, let's get to the solution. I propose a fundamental new Battlefield mechanic called the car keys mechanic. Here's how it works. When a player enters a ground vehicle's driver's seat within the game, a key icon will appear on the HUD near the vehicle information. Around the key icon, a circular progress meter will begin to fill. After 30 seconds, the meter will completely fill and the icon will flash, adding a smaller lock icon nearby. Once locked, the key to this vehicle is granted to the driver. Upon exiting the vehicle, the key icon begins flashing and the circular meter begins to drain over the course of 15 seconds. What does this key do? The driver's key enables the player who possesses it to leave the vehicle for up to 15 seconds and re-enter the driver's seat as usual, but kicking out any friendly player who may have taken the seat during that time. It does not prevent any friendly player who was outside the vehicle from taking the empty seat in the first place. It does not prevent any friendly player who was inside the vehicle in a second, third, or other seat within the vehicle from taking the driver's seat. It does not prevent any enemy player from stealing the vehicle from the player with the key while empty, with no friendly players occupying any other seats. It does not allow for the key holder to enter the vehicle in any form if stolen by an enemy player, unless that enemy player exits the vehicle without any passengers of their own. What this key does is, if in the event that a teammate enters the vehicle you were driving and you notice it in time before they pull away, You, as the key holder, and as long as the timer hasn't expired, will be able to enter the driver's seat of the vehicle by kicking out the player who stole it. The 15-second timer provides the only period of time during which the key holder may re-enter the vehicle driver's seat and kick out the friendly player who currently holds it. Once it expires, the player no longer possesses the key and will not be able to kick friendly players from the driver's seat. Upon entry, the new driver of the vehicle will have their own circular car key meter begin to charge. Amazingly, there is precedent to the system existing already, even as recently as Battlefield 2042. A version of this works in a similar fashion when a vehicle is being controlled by an AI bot. Both in the Refractor Engine Battlefield games from 1942 to 2142, and in 2042, a player can go up to an AI-controlled vehicle, hit the enter button, and kick the AI bot from the seat. Hitting enter again usually places the player in the driver's seat of the vehicle. The fact of the matter is that this primitive system need only receive a minor upgrade to make it work for multiplayer, with certain rules applied and with proper UI notifications added. It should be noted that I do not believe this is a system which can be applied to gunner positions, as the jostling and locking of those seats may end up becoming a game of musical chairs. However, gunner positions will need a priority tier list for who gets booted from the vehicle. The solution seems pretty straightforward. Squad members take priority. If the driver bails out for a moment to repair while a squad mate takes over the driver's seat temporarily to provide covering fire, and at the same time some random player takes the secondary gunner position, when the driver with the key re-enters the vehicle, it should boot the newest member of the vehicle and return the squad mate to their last position. Once again, this system would not result in vehicles such as APCs, tanks, AAs, mobile AAs, or ground support vehicles being locked from entry by any player from either team. It simply guarantees that the original driver can reclaim his seat within the allotted 15 seconds in the event that his vehicle is stolen by friendlies while they themselves exit temporarily to repair it, shoot someone else in a panic, or activate nearby interactables such as bollards or bridges while no other teammate is there to assist. No vehicles will sit idle or be locked from use. No teammates will be prevented from taking the driver's seat, nor will they be prevented from switching seats within the vehicles. Essentially, the vehicle infantry dynamic will remain the same as it has for the past 20 years, only with some added protection included to increase the satisfaction of the player base by preventing your game experience from being ruined by this crap. A solution is possible. This concept is a work in progress and a complete suggestion. I understand PlanetSide 2 has a similar mechanic. Do you think it would help? Can you poke any holes in the formula? Let me know in the comments below. This has been Gravity. Catch you next time on Battlefield Analysis.